X-Men Apocalypse. It is the 8th film in the X-Men film series. 9th, if you can count Deadpool. Deadpool is awesome. So in this film, we have Apocalypse, who is the first mutant in ancient Egypt. However, he views himself as a god, not a mutant. Then he wakes up in modern day. What I mean by modern day, I mean 1983, that he looks for the 4 horsemen, Psylocke, Storm, Archangel, and Magneto, and it's up to the X-Men to stop Apocalypse from destroying the world, and everything they built will fall from the ashes of the world. He'll build a better one. Sorry for that terrible Apocalypse impression. I'm sorry about that. Now, before seeing the reviews of this film, before seeing the Rotten Tomatoes score, before seeing the trailer, I was very hesitant about this film. Despite me loving First Class and Days of Future Past, I was kind of worried about this film because after seeing that first image of the Apocalypse, where he looks like Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers, I was very nervous about this film. Seeing the trailers were kind of the same. All the trailers were pretty much the same. Where Apocalypse said everything they built will fall and all that stuff. You already know that. And seeing the Rotten Tomatoes score, which has a 49. And some other reviews saying that this movie is not very good. But you know what? I was proven wrong. Bryan Singer still proves that he still knows his stuff. X-Men Apocalypse was a great surprise. I had a blast watching this movie. This movie was awesome. It actually had to be the most action-packed in the entire X-Men film series. Actually, the action scene in this film has to be my favorite action scene in any of the X-Men films. And that's how great the action is in this film. Apocalypse. Let's talk about Apocalypse. Apocalypse in this film was very intimidating. I love his voice in this film. I love how Oscar Isaac portrayed his character in this movie. He was very scary, and he has to be my top 10 favorite comic book movie villains. Actually, now, come to think of it, besides Magneto, besides Stryker, who is in this film, by the way, spoiler, Apocalypse has to be my favorite X-Men movie villain on screen. I know he doesn't look as spot on as he did in the comic books and in the comic, and in the cartoon I meant. But Apocalypse still looks very intimidating in this film. Well, now let's talk about another thing I really loved about this film. The younger cast was great. I loved the younger cast. I thought they was better than the original X-Men trilogy cast. Like, Cyclops finally is useful in the X-Men film series. I love Ty Sheridan's performance more than I love James Marsden's performance in the original X-Men trilogy. And even though he only played Cyclops once in this film, he was more useful than Cyclops in the original 3 films. That's how great Cyclops was in this film. Also, we have Sophie Turner as Jean Grey, who, Sophie Turner I will love forever till the day I die. She was great as Jean Grey. That scene at the end of the film, I'm not going to say anything, but they nailed it. They nailed it. Also, Cody Smith-McPhee as Nightcrawler. Honestly, I like Cody Smith-McPhee more than I love Alan Cumming in X-Men 2. And that's saying a lot because I love Nightcrawler in X-Men 2. Alan Cumming does a great job as Nightcrawler in X-Men 2. But Cody Smith-McPhee is now my new favorite Nightcrawler. Also, we have Alexandra Shipp as Storm. Honestly, I like her way better than Halle Berry. Not that I have anything against Halle Berry, but Alexandra Shipp does a way better job as Storm. She finally has an accent, which I'm like, thank God. Even though Halle Berry has an accent in the first film, it kind of was like on and off a little bit. I was kind of like, what? But anyways, Alexandra Shipp does a great job as Storm in this film. That is the thing that I love about these new X-Men trilogy. Also, we have James McAvoy as Xavier and Michael Fassbender as Magneto. They're still great as those 2 roles. They're still great. Quicksilver steals the show again in this film. Quicksilver, that scene, nailed it. Nailed it. Now, is this movie perfect? No. Are there flaws? Yes. But now, my major flaw of this film is that if Jennifer Lawrence, I'm sorry, I know she's an A-list actress, I know she's an Oscar winner, I know you see her in a lot of films nowadays, But she doesn't have to be all front and center in these films. I'm sorry. That is my major complaint of this film. Also, the first 20 minutes of the film started off a bit slow. I was kind of a little bit out of the film, but soon, as you see that scene with Magneto in the forest, spoiler, I was all into this film. And then, another thing I was very disappointed about this film is that Psylocke is a little bit underused in this film. She was cool. Olivia Munn, she was great at Psylocke. But I wish we could see more of her in this film. I know we're probably going to see more of her in the future X-Men films, because the way the last scene of her in this film, you know that this is not going to be the last time we're ever going to see Psylocke. The way they set up that last scene with her, it's not going to be the final time we're going to see Psylocke. We're going to see her in future films, and I will look forward to that. Because Psylocke, it's an awesome character. I love her in the comic. But if they could have used her more in this film, I would have been so much satisfied. X-Men Apocalypse was a great time. I love this film. It's not my favorite in the X-Men film series. Actually, I'll put it this way. Deadpool, because Deadpool counts as an X-Men film. Deadpool, Days of Future Past, X-Men 2, then X-Men Apocalypse, then X-Men First Class, then the first X-Men film, then the Wolverine, then X-Men The Last Stand, and of course, that film that should not be named, X-Men Origins Wolverine. But yeah, this film was great. I loved it. Go watch this movie. Go support it. Don't let this movie fail, because some people want this movie to fail. I don't know why. Oh, I don't get you people these days. And this has to be the best action in any of the X-Men film. So that's really saying a lot. Go see this film. I recommend it. And watch out for 2 cameos. One, of course, which is not a spoiler, it is a Stan Lee cameo, so watch out for that cameo. And the second one, all I gotta say, awesome. Awesome. I'm gonna give X-Men Apocalypse an A-. There are some reviews saying that this is the worst X-Men film. And I'm like, huh, really? Really now? But anyways, guys, what do you think of X-Men Apocalypse in the comment section down below? And how would you rank the X-Men films from best to worst, or from worst to best, however you want to put it? But what's your favorite version of the X-Men as far as movies, comic book, TV series, the cartoon, or video game? I don't know, toys, magazines, whatever. Mine has to actually be the 1992 TV series, which I am going to do a retrospective on that. But stay tuned for that. And as always, if you're new to my channel and you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.